Question number 9. So this is a very important question which once came in UPSC also. So which are the following are true about Indian Ocean Dipole? Okay, so there will be a concept called La Nina, El Nino and all, which you study in geography, and in current affairs also you would have seen, like when we have El Nino and all, we'll have this drought kind of condition in India. So that it's not only in India, in Australia also it affects. So UPSC can ask it that way also. So I have taken the maps in from the Australian website to make you understand the things properly. Okay, so first itself I'll show you Indian Ocean Dipole. That first you have to understand the term IOD, Indian Ocean Dipole, means what? Okay, it means that when there is a temperature difference, okay, sustained temperature difference between the eastern side of the Indian Ocean and the western side of the Indian Ocean, meaning both the sides, there is some temperature difference, okay, drastic temperature difference, that is called an Indian Ocean Dipole. Okay, so this is the thing, one statement which UPSC once asked there, but instead of telling Indian Ocean, they told temperature difference between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, something like that. They put very illogical statement. That is why that statement was false. Okay, so here again, this is the basic thing. Now you have to understand there are three types of it. That is, it can be neutral, it can be positive, it can be negative. Okay, so however, the technical thing I will explain you, but for understanding I will tell you, whenever we tell there is a positive Indian Ocean Dipole, that means India will get rains that time. Okay, like if suppose 2016 is an year of Indian Ocean Dipole, that means a positive Indian Ocean Dipole, that means India will get rains. If that year is of negative Indian Ocean Dipole, meaning India will get less rains and Australia will get higher rains. Okay, whatever is in India, opposite that will happen in Australia. Okay, so that I will explain. Now through pictures I will explain. Okay, so these were the years, if you see, since 1960, if you see, 11 negative Indian Ocean dipoles were there and 10 positive Indian Ocean dipole, meaning 10 times we had heavy rainfall kind of years and 11 times we had drought kind of thing or lesser rainfall kind of years. Okay, so now how that works, the geography part of it I'll explain. So first one is neutral and second one is positive, third is negative. Three phases I've showed you, but I'll tell you the positive one first. Okay, if you know, this is Australia, here we have India, and this is overall the Indian Ocean, right? So now what happens is there is a wind called westerly winds. If you know basic geography, westerly wind is there, which comes from the western side, obviously. So that in this phase, okay, this phase it weakens. Okay, whenever we tell positive Indian Ocean dipole, that means that year the westerlies were weak, which was coming from the west, right? That was weak. When it is weak means what? It cannot carry water from this left to right too much. Okay, as it usually carries every year, it cannot carry too much. Instead, it will have a reverse effect, as if water is coming from Australia to India. That feel it will have. So when Australia to India water is coming, that means what? The warm water on the top layer, obviously because of sunlight, everything, it will be warm water, right? That warm water will be going leftwards. That is why this red color you see here, warm water is getting accumulated because the westerly wind is weakened and this east kind of thing is more. So full warm water is going and settling here. Okay, when warm water is settling here, then remaining is your monsoon process only. Okay, here water will go up, then rain will come, it will go towards India. So that is why India gets rain. Okay, so that is a different thing, monsoon thing, that I am not explaining here. But warm water will accumulate in the left side, and obviously when water is going, suppose the top layer water is going from here, what will happen? From the bottom, ice cold water will come up. Okay, because the top layer got replaced. Okay, so then ice cold water comes up here, ice cold water is getting accumulated. So here moisture will be less in the air, and so this will have a desert kind of condition. Australia will have a lesser rainfall, desert kind of condition. So this full thing I told you about positive Indian Ocean dipole phase, where this side it is getting warm water, this side is getting cold water. So warm water means here heavy rains, cold water means here desert kind of condition. This is the positive Indian Ocean dipole. Okay, that only in English he has written. Okay, now negative is the opposite of that. Here westerly winds intensify. Okay, so westerly wind intensify means here wind is going from west to east, so full wind is going. So obviously the top layer warm water it takes and goes here, and here from the down the chilling cold water will come up to replace that, and then the opposite will happen. In Australia, you will have heavy rainfall because here the warm water is there. India, you will have cold and, sorry, not cold, drought kind of condition or lesser rainfall. Okay, so this is the positive and negative. Now, obviously, neutral means what? Neutral means there is no effect, meaning here also, there also, it will be like kind of same because there is no much movement. Okay, the westerly wind is not neither strong, neither weak. Okay, so that thing, when it happens, it is like having a neutral kind of condition. Okay, temperatures are close to normal across the tropical Indian Ocean, and hence the neutral IOD result in little changes to Australia's climate and also India's climate, because I've taken from, as I told, Australia website, it is telling Australia's climate. Okay, so this is the three things, and then this is already asked by UPSC. Now the question, if you see here, which are the following are true regarding Indian Ocean dipole? Neutral IOD causes little changes in the climate of Australia. That is true. Neutral means it will obviously cause little changes only. Positive IOD results in above average winter spring rainfall over southern Australia. Okay, but positive IOD, I told you, it is in India side we get higher rainfall and Australia will get a desert. So this above average rainfall is wrong. Okay, and negative IOD result in higher than usual temperature and lesser rainfall over Australia. This is actually wrong. This is actually describing India. Negative IOD time, India will get higher temperature and lesser rainfall, but Australia will get lesser temperature and higher rainfall. Okay, hope you got the point. So 2 and 3 are interchanged and this is wrong statement. That is why answer is 1 only. Hope it's clear. I've explained very properly with pictures. Else again, listen to this from the starting. Okay.